It's Sunday. It's the day after switching the clocks and everything's kind of thrown off. Like, yeah. Move, Cube, move! What the
it's people wanting to merge in at the last second, causing slowness.
Right. Well, then they can get in up there. I'm not letting them in here. But anyways, yeah, so it's like 12:30 right now. And hopefully we can get all this stuff done, or get the stuff in the house, and then we can race out to his parents' house. Because I'll have a protein thing, and then maybe put in a little bit of work, at least get talking.
Yeah.
He's gonna dig a fire pit. I may help. Because, you know, I'm not the little weakling as I was when we moved into the apartment. So,
yeah. And
stamina.
As we discussed, you love challenging yourself, so you're improving a lot.
Yeah. So, keeping y'all informed, there was a meltdown last night. Like, the typical one we consider a meltdown. Like, usually just sort of having like a lying in the bed sort of crying fit isn't necessarily a meltdown. It's just sort of a blowing off steam. This was full blown. I was trying to attack people.
Yeah.
Aaron wound up like canceling game last night, and everybody wound up going home because it was just not going to be happening, and so I don't know if the sun's gonna show that. There we are. I hit the microwave so hard I wound up splitting my skin open. It was all triggered because of Tom's ridiculously regular alarm, but the quirk was he didn't get it shut off in time because his phone was being a bitch.
Yeah, that's a pretty effective way of saying it. It was just like, stop, 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 stop.
Yeah.
Hey, I random clicked, got to my own page.
Whatever. But yeah. So let's go in there. We probably won't record again until we get out to his parents' house. I'm wearing a tank top today, and I still honestly am ambivalent about whether I want to wear a tank top because it's gonna be really warm, or I want people to see my fucking bruises. I don't even. Like, I was walking around and Freddie's been like, hey guys, you see my bruises? And I'm like, is that why I wanted to wear a tank top today? Because I wanted to show off my bruises?
I figured you wanted to wear a tank top because it's going to be warm and sunny and you're going to get tanned a little.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
You don't have to have a single motivation for everything. You can have multiple.
Alright.
Hey.
Chill. Piper, Haley, give it a rap.
Hello. Shushi. Hello.
You know him.
Hello. Oh, come on. Oh, hi.
Come on, Piper.
Come here.
Come on in, guys.
Come on. Hi. Go. Dog's afraid of his shadow.
Go.
Outside. Go outside. Oh God, we're chasing him. We're chasing him into his den of solitude. Hello, Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. Hello. Pat your rib. Oh, you are so full.
Digging a hole. Well, preparing to dig a hole.
Or a fire pit.
Yeah.
Something like that. You're not a huffer, aren't you?
No.
God. Whether it be Mr. Clean or spray paint, man, Kathy and I just love that chemical smell. I don't know. I might try to put in a little bit of, I don't know. It's, considering how big that thing, he wants it a little bit above.
I think so.
He wants like the rim around it, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, so like too good, like just got a shovel length.
Okay, Aaron, you do this.
Yep.
I'm going to get the drill. Oh,
TJ is quite ingenious in what he can do.
what?
That pulled up in one piece.
In place. My pillow fell over.
It did.
Okay, I've changed my mind about how I'm doing this.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to do it right in the center,
Okay.
and then I can test each end.
Fair. Hey, Pop.
Okay. So we're here at Baja Fresh.
Yay, Mexican food. We got our order to go so we could eat it at home. So, yeah, now we get to go figure out the rest of the fire pit before we head home. What time are you? 2? Yeah, that's the wrong time. That's absolutely the wrong time. Might as well fix the camera when I get over to their place.
Where's your ball?
Okay, now that we don't actually have people out here, and well, we have everybody out here that's willing to be on camera. So that's what the fire pit kind of looks like, as I showed before. But, and technically the dogs,
Just absolutely do not care.
yeah. But Aaron's dad and him are gonna be men and catch something on fire.
Huh.
Wood, whatever.
Eddie's the one that said, let's light something up. It wasn't me. I'm the one that said, yeah!
And apparently he's gonna chop up the old Christmas tree because,
With a machete.
Yeah.
despite the fact that, you know, I'm in tank top and shorts, it's still March. Not even double-digit March. Kaylee, come me to. You want me to throw that? Kaylee, come on. Okay, bring me the wrong one. Bring me the dead one. Kuiper. Tells you how often we do this. I was waiting for the smoke alarm to go off. I don't know whether it was because we were just lighting a fire or Steve was doing something. And I'm just so used to like, oh my God, Aaron's gonna be using heat.
You best be careful,
That's
buddy.
fire.
Oh, he'll figure it out.
You think?
He'll find out if he doesn't figure it out.
I think you better stop putting things on for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Do we have a burn ban in place?
I don't think so.
Not.
It's been raining enough that we don't need to.
Yeah, God, it's like Friday.
I think you should stop putting
Yeah,
Okay.
things on for a little while.
How long a little while?
like, considering that the fire is 3 feet tall.
Until all the pine is burnt, or fir is burnt, and you're down to the household wood.
Okay.
Because otherwise,
One of the clocks in the house may be off. I swore one of the clocks said it was after 25. Now your phone's going off and the camera here says, like, your phone was going off and I was like, oh, and then it switched over to 26. So it's like 30 seconds off now of your phone, so, ish. Almost a full minute, whatever.
Could be a lot worse.
It could be a whole hour and 2 minutes off. I'll fix it though. That was another thing. When we went to Baja Fresh, I went inside your parents' house and I fixed it while I was in the office. I don't know why I fixed it while I was in the office. Probably because it's just generally quieter in there.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's got to be something with your parents' walls. Just,
It's gotta be.
I cannot imagine that the 5G is so bleedingly weak that it doesn't work in the kitchen, which is and our router, it's in of itself, which is way weaker than your parents.
Yeah.
No?
They have a gateway, and it's a model that I've seen have a lot of issues.
That
But it's not awful, it's just weaker.
I know, and I was actually in the living room on the other side of the wall, and I was like, maybe 1 or 2 wireless bars.
Yeah.
And I was physically like less than 10 feet from it. So,
Yeah, those walls are...
it's an older house. It was part of the issue we had at Mom's house in her split level, is the phone wiring was unshielded in a lot of places. You remember the wireless would go, you guys never knew about this, but way back when I was first starting to play WoW and I was living at my parents' house, I'd have issues raiding because I'd be on wireless because we didn't want to stretch cords halfway across a 2-story house. But every time the phone rang, the wireless signal would get disrupted. Because they'd send an electrical pulse through the entire house.
Yeah.
Anyways. I asked him yesterday.
I know.
You forgot.
No.
Well, he's doing it at like last minute.
And it's done.
I know it's done. It's just, you know me and the procrastination, because it's sort of like if you push it to the last minute, then guess what? The deadline happens and... But, you know, you're of that generalized group of people I'm around. The deadlines are the time it should be done, not the time it has to be done. And there's a difference there. And how I said,
Yes.
yeah, I should be done at, not has to be done by. There we are.
But it's done. It
I
took
get-
30 seconds.
I get it. And going into the right lane and speeding forward 2 cars and getting it back into the left lane is, no cop, no foul. It's just, it's
You know,
that
I know,
it's that weird permissive mindset. I didn't get in trouble this time, I won't get in trouble this time, that time, this time, whatever. Whatever articles and stuff want to be used.
the next time.
The next time. The time after that.
And yeah, sure, it's avoiding stuff and putting it off until the last minute, but it's also making sure that I remember to do it, because I'm not gonna forget, especially if I pull out my phone to tap and, oh right, I have no money on there. So it takes an extra 15, 30 seconds.
It's just gonna be one of those times we're running late, it's just,
And it takes too long and I use my card. I don't have to, you're right. It is avoidable delay.
yeah. And maybe I do drive myself nuts trying to go with avoidable delays, and I wound up having like major meltdowns in the kitchen and stuff because I'm stressing out and trying to be responsible and all that stuff. I don't know.
I don't think it's because you're stressing out and trying to be responsible. It's because you're stressing out and trying to make sure everything's perfect. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes, but there needs to be a level of consistency.
Yes.
And having a random time in which you do it and just sort of like,
That isn't random.
you just have it as before I have to get on the Max platform after I get paid. The Monday after, that's it. That's your time. You could do it at any time, but you choose to do it on the walk up here, and that's what bugs me. And that's the thing, I don't get that from people. They just,
Next week I'll do it the minute I get paid.
or do it Saturday while you're at practice, or something, just, you have a lot of spare time to do it.
I do have a lot of chances to do it. You're right. The issue isn't that I don't have chances to do it. The issue is I remember to do it when I'm on the way here. Because I've been doing it when I'm on the way here.
I get that. I just worry that it's, at some point in the future, that's going to be an issue. And if you just took care of it beforehand, even the day before.
Okay, I understand.
But that's, anything more after this little tizzy fight thing? Anything joyous? Once upon a time?
It was really good.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it. You said, oh. Like,
Well, I didn't expect really. I just the word really shocked me.
it was a nice little twist, and well, several nice little twists actually.
I still don't know how they got here.
Yeah. Well, no, we do. We kind of do.
We know how Maleficent got here. Because she was in Storybrooke. The other two weren't.
Yeah, true. What gets me is they're all fairly powerful, and they're not teleporting. I mean, yeah, it makes for a dramatic walking out the door while everyone's on the ground, but
It's because teleporting is probably hard. You have to embrace a different kind of dark magic.
Or light magic.
Has Emma teleported?
Not yet. True.
The fairies don't. The fairies use technically portals.
Valid.
They come down from the sky, and as we saw with Tinkerbell, they were bouncing around on the little flower, and then they went down through a flower into a certain area, and they basically have like a hyperspace sort of thing going on.
Valid.
The fairy realm is what it's called. But they disappear into the fairy realm, and that can allow them to go anywhere else, but they typically use it like portals. Kind of.
Yeah.
And who knows, and the teleporting, we've only seen 3 people teleport. Cora, Rumpelstiltskin, and Regina.
True. I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah. And Rumpelstiltskin is the Dark One, and he taught Cora, and he taught Regina.
Yeah.
No one else really teleports that I know of.
Maybe it's a trick he has to teach.
But then again, Ursula is like, she doesn't need to necessarily teleport. She probably has issues teleporting if she's underwater.
Yeah.
Maleficent just flies as a dragon. She has much more of a terror.
Yeah.
She has a terror evil.
No, she did appear though, right? Or was that in a dream? When they meet up in the forest, turn around and she's there.
She could.
I think she can kind of appear.
Again, it's like we're absolutely true that Melissa can't teleport. Or she'd have teleported herself to the top of the cliff when they were fighting Chernabog.
Yeah.
Why didn't she just poof up there? Why did
Valid.
So she can't teleport. The 3 of them can't.
Yeah.
And here comes your train.
Yeah.